Hey guys, Jordan Maley here, and today we're going to talk about a very important success principle, and that is being productive. But we're not just going to talk about productivity in terms of being busy and taking action. We're going to take it a step further and talk about productivity in terms of being busy and taking action in the right ways. I don't know about you, but I know something I've experienced in the past is being so busy, getting up early, staying up late, sitting in front of the computer for hours on end. But then I look up at the end of the week or the end of the month or what have you, and I sit there and I think, what did I get done? What do I have to show for all the hours that I put in? And I'm not saying that there aren't going to be times that you're going to be sowing certain actions and you're not going to reap those results until later. But overall, as a general rule, you want to be able to look back at the actions you've taken and be able to see what you've accomplished and be able to see the results from what you've been busy doing. So if that's ever something you have ever experienced, pay attention. I'm going to give you a few quick tips to help you make sure that you're not wasting your time on busy work, because no one enjoys being busy for nothing. So the first tip is to be consistent. It does you and your business no good if you are going to spend 5 or 6 days working really, really hard and then just kind of take a few days off and not do anything. You've got to be doing something every day for your business. If you're going to be on vacation or you're going to be out of the office or away, pre-schedule some things. We live in a time of technology. You can pre-schedule everything if you need to, and do that. But don't be that person that is all fired up and taking all this action and then completely disappears for a week or two, and then you're all fired up and then you disappear. For one thing, that shoots your credibility with people, and for another, it's not going to get you anywhere that you want to be with your business. So take action consistently on a daily basis, day in and day out. It doesn't mean you have to be busy all day, every day, all the time, but develop a set of steps that no matter what, you're going to take in your business every day, and then do them. And that brings us into the next step, which is commitment. Once you commit to something, follow through with it. Commitment is doing the thing you said you would do long after the feeling you set it in has passed. Again, I've experienced this before. I'm sure it's something you're familiar with as well. You commit to something, maybe it's a new project or a new company or a new idea, and you're so excited and you're so fired up and you're ready to go, and for 3 or 4 days you get up and you do your stuff and you do your actions, and it's, bam, 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 you're getting it done. And then all of a sudden on day 5 or 6 or 7, you kind of wake up and you're just not feeling it anymore. But you've got to learn to take that feeling and put it aside, and you've got to learn how to do it anyway. Success is going to come to you when you stop letting your feelings dictate what you're doing day in and day out. You've got to let your commitment dictate what you're going to do day in and day out. A great way to get over that hump of not feeling motivated and into action is to spend 10-15 minutes and look at your goals. Look at some images of some of the things you want to achieve. Put together a vision video and watch it, a 2 or 3 minute video that gets you excited and gets you pumped up. And that's going to take you from feeling unexcited and unmotivated to focusing on the things that you want and the things that make you excited and make you want to take action for your business. But even on the days you don't feel that, just take the action anyway, and that's going to make you feel so much better. And I think you'll learn that if you take a little bit of action, it's just going to motivate you to keep on doing things throughout the rest of the day. The final step that I want to give, the final little tip, is plan, do, and review. We talk a lot about planning and a lot about doing in goal setting. You've got to have a plan. You've got to have a plan of action that you're going to follow. And then you've got to take consistent action. That's the do part. But what about the review? Sometimes you've just got to face the music. Sometimes we've got to understand that what we're doing is simply not working. And as hard as that can be to admit to ourselves, especially if we've been working on it so hard, sometimes it's true. But you're never going to know that if you don't take the time to review what you've been doing and review the results that your actions have been giving you. Sometimes you may find that you're completely on the wrong track and what you're doing is nowhere near what you need to be doing to get the results that you want. More often than that, though, you're going to learn that there's just a little step here and there that needs just a little tweaking, that you're so close, but you just need to change one or two little things, one or two little actions, or maybe the way you do those one or two little actions. That's going to just have a profound effect on your results. And if you don't take the time to review, if you don't track your actions and pay attention to what you're doing and the results that you're having on paper, you're never going to remember them in your head. And if you don't write them on paper and write them down and pay attention to them, you're going to have a really hard time reviewing your steps. This is something, trust me, I've learned the hard way. Always track. And that'll make the review part of plan, do, review so much easier. So those are my tips for the day. Be consistent, commit, do something long after you've become excited and are no longer excited about what you're doing. And then plan, do, review. And don't be afraid to change your steps completely or just tweak them a little bit and head off in a different and better direction. So those are my tips for the day. If you want more tips like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button up there and subscribe to my newsletter. And thanks so much for listening. Hope you have a great day, and I hope you make it a productive one.